I was really trying to make one because I've heard that's like the great way to do it. And when I'm looking for a local business, I go to Google. Like that's just where I go personally. But to set it up, you have to put in your address. But I'm like, I don't have a business address. Like, should I put my home address? Like,
yes, that's what I did. And they just send you a little postcard, and it has all your it just has a verification code, and you go in and type it in.
Okay.
They just need to confirm that you actually exist.
So
basically,
a bot.
yeah. So exactly, yeah. And it has worked wonderfully for me, and I just put all my pictures on there and everything.
Perfect. I should do that too. That'd be good.
You should, yes. Turns out, she was asking for a party for November. I was like, oh my gosh, that's like a really, yeah. And then she was like, I was like, all right, so do you want to book it? And she was like, well, we haven't decided on the theme of the party. I was like, okay, I'll just leave you alone now.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay. But yeah, so what do you do usually?
So currently I've just been using Gigsalad. That's just pretty much what I've been using so far because I like it just because it seemed very safe because unlike, Craigslist or Facebook, the person has to like sign up first and then like you get their information. So it just seemed a lot more safe of a way to do it. And so so that's what I was doing so far. I've gotten all of my gigs through there, but I don't feel like it's getting me as many as I could potentially get, which is why I'm kind of wanting to figure out other platforms to promote myself.
Right.
But as concerning how often I get them, there had been like a huge chunk of time in between my first 3, but now I've like gotten a ton more just this past few months because I'm also partnering with this tea party place near me.
Oh, nice.
And so, because my third party that I did was a family who was already planning on going to this tea party place. And they're like, oh, could we, like, invite a princess to come, too? So they had called me, and then they paid for my food, and I got to, like, sit and eat with the little girl and stuff. And then the tea party place, they liked how I was able to work with the kids. So then she wanted my info, and now she's, like, planning and booking me parties through them. Which is also super cool, too. So get with your local businesses.
Yeah, I was about to say, I have one near me, but I thought about doing, like, a volunteer thing at the library and just handing stuff out to the parents. I'm also teaching dance camp this week, so I'm making posters. There's 17 girls, It's just, for me, it's word of mouth. Natalie Ever After swore by Gigsalad, and I thought about doing it, but hearing you say that, I'm not sure, because don't you have to pay for it or something?
No, it's free, and you know what? It's the best way to do it, and
it's free, really?
Yeah, you can sign up to do pro, but, like, I haven't, and all it really does is just make you pop up, like, first. But, if it will work, and I think it often depends on your area, too, because, it's just different areas use it more or less or whatever. I think where I live, it's in California. I think California is very, like, they're very, it's California, so it's very much, like, they use a lot of social media, and they use a lot of, like, Yelp and Google. I don't think there's much like these other platforms, so.
Yes.
But.
Yeah. Actually, we just talked about this last question. How do you get gigs? So, definitely, word of mouth is good. I got my first gig, someone at my church, she told a friend about it, and that's how I got my first one, and I was so appreciative.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I just put out business cards whenever I face paint at parties or whatever, and I actually put them out in grocery stores too, because I have a business email. Yeah, so it's safe, like I'm not going to get scammed or anything. But I went back to the grocery store the other day, and like a couple of them are gone, so I'm like crossing my fingers that someone actually, yeah, but I'll have to check out Gigsalad because I didn't really know that it was free.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It just all depends on your area, I guess.
Right. Yes. So do you have any questions that you want us to answer before we wrap it up here?
Yeah, I don't really know. I was gonna ask you about your dance camp though. How did that go?
Yes.
How'd you get that?
Okay, so last year I have had 11 years in ballet experience.
Oh, wow.
And yes. So last year we had 12 little girls sign up. We did it in our house, and we just we just put it out there, and people. It's cheaper than, yeah. So the ballet studio I used to go to, they would charge around $100 per girl to go to camp for a week. But we charged $50 per girl, so we had it a lot cheaper.
That's awesome.
Yes. And we have raised it by $10 this year, so it's $60 per girl, and we have 17 girls. So that's how I'm paying for my Rapunzel costume right there. But yeah, we're doing it we're renting our church building and doing it in there. It's a lot of fun.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's a little stressful, but it's fun because I love kids.
Yeah.
And do you go to school? You go to school,
I
right?
go to private school, yeah.
You go to private school, yes. I'm homeschooled.
Oh, fun.
But, so you do theater for your private school?
It's not through my private school. It's through another community group that I do.
Okay.
But with my private school, which is also really cool, is it's really small, and so I'm actually directing the drama program for the younger kids at my drama school. And since I'm in high school, my teacher created it as a class, so it counts as high school credits. So
yeah,
that's
amazing.
Good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I did musical theater. We do it we do a thing called a homeschool co-op, which is just a 1 day a week school program.
To do that too.
Yeah, for homeschoolers. So my voice teacher, yeah. You used to be homeschooled, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Coincidentally, my voice teacher teaches that. And so
fun.
we did like some stuff from Sound of Music last year and some stuff from Beauty and the Beast in one show, which was chaotic. We're never doing that again. But yeah, I've been involved in some musical theater. I wouldn't call myself the best singer. I'm working on it, but
no, you sounded great in your video you posted.
Thank you. Thank you. I try. But yeah, I do love musical theater, and I would love to get more involved with it because it's so much fun.
It is fun.
Yeah, especially since I was a dancer for
that helps you out if you already I didn't really have a dance background, so that part was made more difficult.
Right, yeah.
But like the acting and singing part is like my jam.
Oh yeah. And I didn't even know you sang at your birthday parties. Like I went on your website today and I was like, "Oh, that's really brave of you to do that."
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't do that. I'm too scared.
I'm working on Let It Go. Let It Go's been a beast.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
I'm practicing it, and it's the belting that's so hard. But like the Rapunzel songs, I sang at my birthday party.
Yes.
And those went awesome because Rapunzel's just like a head mixed voice, so it's a lot easier than like the giant belt. Like
I actually think that my best is probably Rapunzel because I have more of a childish voice.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I struggle with Let It Go though for sure.
Yeah, some people think I'm like 13, and I'm like,
no.
Yeah,
no. You look really young for your age.
Yeah, I guess it's a good thing when I'm trying to portray like 16-year-old princesses.
Well, for real, yeah, for real. I mean, you're the perfect age to do that.
It was awesome talking to you.
Awesome talking to you too, princess.
Yes, and have fun at musical theater tonight.
Oh, you too.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Yes, it's fun.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.